YouTubers' favorite animes. Pokimane's favorite animes is Parasite. When she first watched Parasite, she fell in love with the anime. They talk about Shinichi before being a nerd with 2 girlfriends, and not having incredible parasite abilities to a jacked guy with a girlfriend that are unseparated. He even has a badass scar that a monster gave him. Talk about cool. Parasite is basically about Shinichi Izumi, a high schooler who battles parasitic aliens known as parasites. These creatures invade human bodies, taking control of their brains. When a parasite fails to take over Shinichi, it settles in his right hand instead. Named Mijai, Japanese for right, they must work together to survive. Shinichi faces other parasites threatening humanity, forcing him to confront them to protect himself and his loved ones. The story delves into themes like identity, humanity, and the ethical dilemmas of survival instincts. Next up is Death Note. She watched it 2 times. Note that Death Note has 37 episodes, and it will probably take a month if you watch 1 episode a day. Also, if you don't know, I too watched Death Note 2 times, 1 time in English and another time in Japanese. So, if you don't know, Death Note is a manga and anime series about Light Yagami, a high school student who finds a supernatural notebook called the Death Note. This notebook lets him kill anyone by writing their name while picturing their face. Light, intrigued by the power to decide life and death, adopts the alias Kira and starts using the Death Note to rid the world of criminals, aiming for a perfect society. His actions attract the attention of law enforcement and a brilliant detective named L. The series unfolds as Light, Kira, and L engage in a suspenseful battle of wits, each trying to expose the other without revealing their true identities. Death Note explores deep themes like morality and justice, questioning the consequences of absolute power. As the story progresses, both characters face moral dilemmas and psychological challenges, creating a gripping narrative filled with suspense. She also talks about not watching One Piece or Naruto because it's too long. Come on, at least watch the arcs that you're interested, like the Shinobi War or Marine Ford, which are my favorite. She also liked Attack on Titan. She first watched it when she was 14 and only watched 2 seasons of Attack on Titan, which is 30 to 40 episodes. 25 in Season 1 and 12 in Season 2. I'm not going to explain what's Attack on Titan, because you probably already watched it since it's so popular. Last but not least, Kotaro Lives Alone. She repeatedly says that this anime is cute. Kotaro Lives Alone is a manga by Asumiko Nakamura about a young boy named Kotaro. He lives in his grandfather's house all by himself since his parents passed away. Despite being young, Kotaro is independent and handles his life on his own. The manga explores themes of loneliness, independence, and the relationships Kotaro builds with his neighbors and friends. It shows his personal growth and how he faces the challenges of living independently at such a young age. Pokimane talks about ReZero, and says that she watched 3 episodes of it and got bored of the repeated actions that the main character does.
ReZero.
I watched like the first, like 2 or 3 episodes, and for some reason, I could not watch someone do the same thing over and over again just to like get it right. Like that was tilting me, but I heard it's great. So I'm not gonna say it's bad.